feel like if I were living at home and I went to a state school with all my friends from high school, that would be that's how like UMass would be for me.
To be honest, I don't think there is a stereotype about UMass just because it's so big. Like
a lot more jocks.
You know, more fraternity oriented and sorority oriented.
It's so huge.
I think that UMass has a much simpler stereotype than it deserves.
I think it's a lot more parties than Mount Holyoke. More athletic, more social.
Like a lot of them say that their school sucks, which definitely isn't true.
It seems like there are a lot of either jocks or like science and math students. Some of them might be cocky.
I don't know, when you walk around the UMass campus, you see more like UMass t-shirts and like stuff supporting their own school than you would see at any other campus.
I don't know, like everyone that I know there is so like all about like women's rights and everything else.
They seem like to be a lot of lesbians, and I got a lot of awkward eyes being a guy like on the. I didn't feel safe there.
A lot of them seem kind of like fragile.
You know, I feel like when they come here, they're probably looking to meet men.
They all seem very capable to me. I don't know, in class they're all very articulate. We call them trolls. There are certainly a lot of liberal, radical people. I guess it's kind of like those grungy people that come out from under the bridge.
I don't know, it's hard to interact with girls at Smith.
I think they're definitely more radical than Mount Holyoke.
They chose to go to a school without boys. It has to say something.
Hampshire to me is just like an artsy school. It's one of those like scene, I guess you want to call it, places.
It's like the Hampshire kids who are in my like science classes are smarter than everyone else.
They don't do grades. Like I think that's weird.
Hippies, but they're hippies whose parents have money.
If I wasn't so like straight and narrow, Hampshire would be the most awesome place to go to school.
More artsy, definitely.
They're very pretentious.
Much more hippie, much more laid back.
You could say that, you know, Hampshire kids ride around on their bikes and have shaggy hair and beards.
They do smoke a lot of pot there.
They're very preppy, very, you know, decked out in their fancy, expensive designer clothing.
I've had some experiences with Amherst people where they genuinely were jackasses.
Amherst college kids, I think they're very stuck up. I think they look down on UMass kids way too much.
They're all much more conceited.
They go to one of the top liberal arts colleges and some of them are very aware of it.
Daddy little girls.
They're too full of themselves.
I've had the most unpleasant experiences at Amherst College.
They're all from old money, or they're brilliant.
I think the ones that are nice you wouldn't meet.
You can tell like when one walks by. Like,
tend to be kind of obnoxious.
They're ranked as one of the highest, and that they're a little self-indulgent about that, but
I always feel bad that they're that far away.
no, there's nothing there. There's no point in going there.
they're very quiet.
It probably takes a certain kind of woman to want to go to an all-women's school.
Everyone I know from Mount Holyoke thinks that UMass is like dirt.
Like we naturally have a stereotype at Smith about how like Mount Holyoke people are dumb. They're not actually, but we'd like to say that they are.
Very of the more serious.
Like the stereotype, I guess, is that they're slutty.
They've always struck me as a little pretentious.